Five on your side.
After a steady stream of resignations over the past few months, the ranks of assistant prosecutors in Gardner's office are almost entirely depleted. At last report, she has just one prosecutor on staff who can handle violent felony trials. State Representative Peter Meredith says he hopes her resignation will help the city move forward.
St. Louis is strong. And I think that we can move on from this and try and figure out how to rebuild and make ourselves stronger. I think there's some good things that Kim Gardner's office did that we can build on. And there are some problems we can probably learn from. And my hope is whoever goes in there next and whoever runs for that office next really takes those lessons to heart in both directions.
Now, Gardner's supporters have stood by her for months. Robert Townsend continues our coverage with their reaction.
Right after embattled St. Louis Circuit Attorney Kim Gardner made her big announcement, her supporters we talked to said the news was a big surprise to them.
I am disheartened.
I guess she's tired.
Celestine Dotson is the president of the Mound City Bar Association. The Reverend Charles Norris is the president of the St. Louis Clergy Coalition. Both say they did not expect Gardner to resign Thursday afternoon.
I guess my reaction is what she thinks is best for the city, I'm willing to accept.
After I broke the news to Dotson, she uttered a huge gasp.
She had supporters, and she had a lot of supporters, but she also had a lot of people in powerful positions who were relentless about having her removed and challenging her at every turn.
Despite Attorney General Andrew Bailey's push to remove Gardner, her attorneys not showing up for felony court cases, and dozens of relatives of crime victims criticizing Gardner, her supporters have remained loyal to the end.
She did something that had not been done before in terms of being the first black woman to be in that office, but also to take the bold step to speak to some of the injustices. And I will continue to support and encourage her to keep the faith.
That was Robert Townsend reporting. Governor Mike Parson will now appoint a new circuit attorney. That person will stay in office for a year and a half. St. Louisans will then elect a new one in 2024. Here are the big moments of Gardner's career as circuit attorney leading up to her resignation. She took office in 2017 after being elected by voters. In 2018, she got a grand jury to indict then-Governor Eric Greitens on felony invasion of privacy charges. He resigned, and those charges were later dropped. She's come under criticism for refusing to accept the testimony or evidence in court cases involving certain St. Louis City police officers. That happened in 2018. Gardner's most notable achievement was working to vacate the wrongful murder conviction of Lamar Johnson. He spent 28 years in prison and walked away a free man in February. Our coverage of Kim Gardner's resignation continues on KSDK.com and the 5 on Your Side app. There you can read more reaction from local leaders, supporters, and our legal analysts.